Hi everyone, welcome back. It's Kristi. Today we're going to continue on with our collage. Is it collage journal? Is that what I think I called it Scrappy Collage Journal, but we're using the Collage Journal Cutting Guide, and we are up to page 4. So page 4 is 2 medium tags, 2 journal cards, and a miscellaneous piece. So I'm thinking about what I want to do with that miscellaneous piece, and I think I want to do a flip over, a page flip over, because page 5 also has a miscellaneous piece, and I can use that one for a page flip over. So let's get started on this. Like I said, it doesn't matter the measurements. That's why I didn't put measurements on here. But I have these at 5 and then divided in half at 4.5. So that is what I'm going to use for this one. And that leaves these at 6 inches. So this will be a 3x6 tag. And then this is 2.5 by 6. Is that right? 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 2.5 by 6. So let's get started. All right. The collage sheets have been collaged on coffee dyed paper. These are also scraps because these are ones that didn't go through my printer properly. Speaking of printers, my printer's on the fritz. You know, they don't make them like they used to, or I just print too much, and I think that's really the problem, to be honest with you. I can print 500 pages in a month, and these printers aren't made to print, you know, double-sided color copies in the volume that I do. So it's printing every once in a while with lines that are misaligned. When I print out the church bulletin, the lines are askew. When my daughter printed out postage the other day, the lines were askew. If we print it again, it seems to align, but I've done an alignment. I've done all the things I can do for troubleshooting, and it's just intermittent. So, oh my goodness. But I can't complain. She's been a workhorse. So, all right, I'm going to cut this off at 5. All right. Make sure I get through the whole thing. All right, and then I'm going to cut these in half at 4 1/4. I'm going to hold this down because it does have a tendency to slide. So I've got 2 journal cards, okay, 4 1/4 by 5. Now, let's see. I kind of like the bottom part for the tag. It's maybe a little bit more interesting, but because these are going to be cut in half, I think I am going to use the cut the bottom off. So let's see. Then we want to cut off 2.5 inches, okay? So 2, and it's all disappearing here, so I kind of have to figure it out. 2.5. All right. This is our miscellaneous piece. I'm going to put that over here. Then we're going to turn this back so that it's vertical and cut these at 3. Okay. And there we go. So I have a tag and a tag. All right. So, for the journal cards, I think I'm probably going to sew around them, and they are backed with coffee dyed paper. I don't think I'm going to do anything else to them. Later on, if I think they need something, I may add a cluster, but I don't think I'm going to add anything to them. I think I'm just going to sew around the outside of these, and that will be our journal cards. Now, I'm noticing this hasn't been trimmed on this side exactly, so I think I'm going to try and line these up. And just straighten up that edge. Yeah, there we go. That looks good. So 2 journal cards, I will sew around those. And let's do our our little tags. Now, I do kind of like when the tag shape is consistent. So I'm going to come up here because I wanted to go in a 1/2 inch here and a 1/2 inch here and trim that off. If I can see it. There we go. All right, we'll do the same thing here. And then we will flip them. And we will do this one and this one. All right. So let's ink around these. There again, these are all backed with coffee dyed paper, so you don't need to do anything to the back. I think what I want to do with this one is make a flip over. Now, this is my template for flip overs. It's 2.5 by, I believe 5, 4.5. All right, so I'm gonna mark this actually. Which side do I want to keep? I think I want to keep this more interesting side, and I'll cut off some of that dictionary piece. So just like that. And we'll trim that, and then we'll save that for a cluster or something. Actually, you know what would be fun with this would be you could use this as a topper for some scrap paper. Okay, so now I need to find that this is the, yeah. But when you have this on here, I have to think this through every time. There's no right or wrong on here, so it doesn't really matter. So we're going to fold at 1 1/4 and 1 1/2. So let's just do 1 1/4, and this one is 1 1/2. And I am just going to fold it. Don't really need to score it, so I'm just going to kind of tell it which way I want to go, because I don't know that scoring would help with this thickness. My bone folder. I'll get that in there, line that up on the edge, and then kind of coax it like so. And same thing here. Kind of coax it down. There we go. And excuse me, I am going to round the corners. I'm not going to do the tag tuck or the flip over tag. I'm just going to round the corners on this one. So let's do like that. And that will be our flip over. Let's put a little bit of lace trim on this side. Actually, I don't know that I want to put lace trim on that side. I think I will do like I normally do and put it on this side. And then, well, I guess I should have inked first, but that's okay. It doesn't matter. I'm only gluing it on the top so that when it folds, we don't have to worry about the glue. It will lay like that. And I may put some bling or something there, butterfly, whatever. Okay, so there we have a flip over tag. Now the way this works, I'm sure you've seen me do this before. It just flips over a page. Like a smaller paper clip for this. Well, that says jumbo as well. Well, it seemed like there for a while all I could find was the small paper clips. Now, oops, sorry. All I have is the jumbo ones. All right, so this will come over the top of a page and clip down like so. And then we'll be able to use it as a tuck spot. Okay, so I'm going to just leave that paper clip on there for now. All right, now we have our back to our tags here. Yeah, I want to punch a hole in these. Okay, so which fabric do we want? I wonder if we could use this in these tags. It's kind of thick, and it would be unravelly if I cut it. But if I just do like a instead of trying to do a lark's head, if I just do the half knot, I think we would be okay, because I kind of want to bring in this trim again. So I put it through like this, a little bit longer in the back, and then over and through. Easier said than done. And then pull it into a knot like so. All right, and then I'm going to trim these. Like that. There we go. All right, we'll do the same thing on this one. And I'm not going through a great big amount more, just that the maybe 1/4 of an inch longer in the back, and then that's the piece that I'm pushing through. And that's the only reason I made it bigger, because then these come out, well, I don't know, my theory's shot, right? Almost the same size. All right, and there we go. All right, so there we have those two tags. And I do want to put a little bit of trim on the bottom of these. I was going to sew around these, wasn't I? I completely forgot. So I am not going to sew around the bottom of these now, or around them. We're done. But I am going to sew the journal cards. Not everything needs to be sewn around. I know I said that before, but it's true. It's true. And if you don't want to sew, don't sew. Anything can be done without sewing or with sewing. If I don't sew and you want to sew, sew. If I do sew and you don't want to sew, don't. I like it. I'm a sewer. Is that what they call them now? I mean, it's inherited. My grandma was a seamstress, so there we go. Get this one little piece off. Just a little something for that tag, okay? So we've got the two tags, and we've got a flip over, and I'm going to go sew these, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I have sewn around these. I'm going to ink around them really quickly. So there you have it. Cutting guide number 4, 2 journal cards. This is the bottom and this is the bottom. I'm not adding the clusters at this time because I don't know which pocket they're going to go into. I may or may not add something else to these later on when we get to putting the books together. But for now, I've sewn around them, inked them, coffee dyed paper on the back. They're ready to go. Okay, we have our flip over tag to flip over the page, and then we have our 2 medium tags. Okay, now these 5 cutting guides may not give you all the ephemera that you want, but the idea was to use the collage sheets. Make the collage sheets, use the collage sheets, get the scraps out of here. Okay, I made 7 collage sheets and it didn't even touch my stack. So I'm gonna have to go take my stack back in the kitchen, and I'm gonna round up these kids, and I'm gonna say, all right, everybody's collaging today. See how far we can get. We'll have a collage party. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time, and we'll be on to page 5.